And kicking the show off, just like in the main event, we got a rematch, and it's going to be in the women's strawweight division between Stephanie Luciano and Talita Alencar. Stephanie Luciano, this is going to be her UFC debut. She has not fought since the draw between her and Alencar, so it's been a little bit of a layoff for her. Whereas Talita, she came back, got a win in the UFC by split decision over Riani Amanda, which was a controversial decision that a lot of people felt like could have went the other way. So Alencar still has to distance herself a little bit and string some wins together. And we're going to see who ends up winning this fight. Because the first time they fought, it was a draw. The first 2 rounds, Alencar was able to use her grappling, took her down, took the back, controlled her, but didn't really do too much. And then round 3, Luciano was the fresher fighter, poured it on her on the feet, got the 10-8, and got that draw. So I think personally, Luciano's younger. She's the better athlete. She's going to be the bigger fighter. And she definitely has a big edge on the feet. I think her stand-up is significantly better. And now she's going to know Alencar's entries with the takedowns. The single leg entries. Probably she's going to have a better idea of how to control the distance. Maybe a better idea of what to do when it hits the ground. Not giving the back as readily as she did before. And I do think she's still going to have the cardio advantage. We saw Talita in her fight with Amanda. She slowed down in that fight as well. And I saw her attribute the slowdown to an adrenaline dump in the Luciano fight, but I've seen it in more than one fight. So I think that's not necessarily the case. I think it's more of a cardio thing for Alencar. I think she really pushes the pace, grapple heavy, and all that squeezing and being aggressive, looking for submissions and takedowns just gets her tired. So I think Luciano is the girl that's going to do more damage, and she has more potential. So I'm going to lean with Luciano here, but this is a fight that I want nothing to do with, because we did see that in the first fight, if Alencar can get it to the ground, she can dominate. She was able to do it for 2 rounds as well, which is enough to usually win yourself a fight. So if she could do it for 2 rounds in this one and pace herself a little bit better where she doesn't get destroyed in the third, maybe she could squeak the decision and, be someone that comes in as an underdog. So I don't trust Luciano, but just as a pure prediction, I'm going to predict Stephanie Luciano to get the victory, because I just think she has more potential. She's younger. She's the better athlete, and she should be the fighter that can make adjustments and win easier in the rematch. And Alencar really only has one path to victory. So Luciano, to me, is going to be the prediction here, and I'll say she wins via decision.